Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. So, Atmi SSLC ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, Karnataka School Examination and Assessment Board 2023-24 March April, as it is already decided this year it has to conduct 3 exams. Among that, the first exam it is come to an end. I hope you have did very well, and based on this, department has released key answers to all the subjects. Among that, in this video we are going to discuss about social science English medium question paper analysis. So let's come to we are going to get the information. So what are the questions and what are the expected answers? It's not expected, exact answers released by the department. So just analyze what you have written and based on the key answers which was released by department. Among that, first main multiple choice questions. Total 8 questions, each one carries 1 mark, total 8 marks. First one, Punjab was merged into the British Empire. The 4 options, option A, Dalhousie, B, Wellesley, C, Clive, D, Cornwallis. The right answer, option A, Dalhousie. So it is the question from history. Let's move on to second one. Teen Murti Bhavan is in option A, Jodhpur, option B, Mysore, option C, Hyderabad, and option D, New Delhi. The right answer, option D, New Delhi. So this is also question from history. Let's move on to third one. The type of soil that occupies the largest area in peninsular plateau. This is the question from geography and the 4 options. Option A, black soil, B, red soil, C, alluvial soil, D, desert soil. The right answer, option B, red soil. Let's move on to question number 4. The father of Green Revolution in India. So this is the question from economics. The 4 options. Option A, Varghese Kurien, B, Sir M. Visvesvaraya, C, Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, option D, Norman Borlaug. The right answer, option C, M.S. Swaminathan. And the question number 5. The highest peak in South India is. This is the question from geography. The 4 options. Option A, Armaconda, B, Anaimudi, C, Mahendragiri, D, Gourishankar. The right answer, option B, Anaimudi. So let's question number 6. Children helpline number is. Option A, 1089, 1098, 101, 108. And this is the question. It is from sociology. The right answer, option B, 1098. Question number 7. The Declaration of Human Rights made by UNO was in the year. Option A, 1947, B, 1945, option C, 2007, option D, 1948. And this is the question. It is from the political science. And the right answer, option D, 1948. And in the multiple choice question, last one, 8th question. Every year, World Consumers Day is celebrated on. Option A, March 15th, B, December 10th, C, July 11th, D, June 5th. The right answer, option A, March 15th. And this is the question. It is from business studies. So I hope above 8 questions in the multiple choice question you have did very well. And here in these maximum questions are repeated, those who are either it is in the state level preparatory, district or taluk level preparatory. I hope that you have did very well. Let's move on to second main one word answer. Answer the following questions in a sentence each. Total 8 questions. Each one carries 1 mark. Total 8 marks. Question number 9. Why did Wellesley resign from his post and return to England? Answer. Battle thrustiness increased the financial burden on the company and being criticized. So this is the answer. It is from the question number 9, it is from the history. So question number 10, what was the immediate cause for the First World War? Answer, assassination of Austrian Prince Archduke Franz Ferdinand. So this is the answer, and this is the question, it is from the history. Which organ is known as the cabinet of the UNO? It is the question from political science. The answer, the Security Council. Question number 12, what is meant by social stratification? It is the question from sociology, and the answer, practice of classifying people as upper class and lower class on the basis of income, education, caste, color, gender, occupation, intelligence, etc. Question number 13. Why was Child Labour Prohibition and Control Act in 1986 enacted? So this is the question from sociology, and the answer, the prohibition upon of child labours. So this is the answer. So let's move on to question number 14. Well irrigation is the most important type of irrigation. Why? So this is the question from geography, and the answer, provides water to large areas of agricultural land, more useful in low rainfall regions, construction and maintenance is easier, cheaper, underground source gets renewed. So these are the points. So let's move on to question number 15. What is fiscal policy? So this was the question, it is from economics. The answer, government announces the policy related to its income, expenditure and debt. And in the 1 mark question, last one, question number 16. Teleshopping has become more popular nowadays. Why? This was the question, it is from the business studies. Answer, information technology development, getting things delivered to the spot. This is the answer. I hope even 1 mark questions are also you have did well. Among few questions it has been repeated from the preparatories. So let's move on to third main 2 mark questions. Answer the following questions in 2 to 4 sentences or points each. Total 8 questions. Each one carries 2 marks. Total 16 marks. Question number 17. There will be a internal choice questions in the question number 16. Among that, first one, how is a government trying to increase literacy in India? Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, National Literacy Mission, Sakshara Bharat, Fundamental Rights, Right to Education. Among that, any 4 points, it's enough to, if you have written your answer for 2 marks, it carries 2 marks. And the internal choice, second question, how is Security Council of UNO formed? The answer, it consists of total 15 members, among 5 permanent members, remaining 10 non-permanent members, elected for a term of 2 years by the General Assembly, represent various geographical regions. Each member country has 1 vote. Permanent members' support is essential for every important decision. So this is the answer for 17 internal choice second question. So let's move on to question number 18, and here also there will be an internal choice among the question number 18. Among that, first one, how is paid work different from unpaid work? First, paid work. Work provides wages, salary or material benefits. Flowing in fields, working in factories, teaching in schools, etc. for material benefits. Unpaid work, activity without material benefit, work for mental satisfaction, painting picture for own satisfaction. So these are the differentiate between the paid work and unpaid work. So internal choice question number 2. How can be riots controlled? Answer, presence of mind of the officials. Recruiting police, where the incident takes place, and if it is needs security force, and law should be very effective enforcements where such kind of incidents will be takes place. Okay, let's move on to question number 19. How was Junagadh merged into Indian Union? Answer: King wanted to merge into Pakistan. People opposed. King fled from the kingdom. Diwan's request to the Indian government. The army was sent. Established peace in Junagadh. Finally, Junagadh was merged into Indian Union. So let's move on to question number 20. The Indian military was the base of British administration during the British rule. Justify. They appointed majority of Indians for the military. With the help of military, took India under their control. They protected their supremacy with the help of the military. So these are the points highlighting the Indian military was the base for the British administration during their British rule. Question number 21. Indian agriculture is gamble with the monsoons. How? Answer: the southwest monsoon control the agriculture of the nation. Failure of rainfall leads to drought. Heavy rainfall leads to floods, destruction of life and property. Monsoons are uncertain and unevenly distributed. Hence, Indian agriculture is gamble with the monsoons. Question number 22. It has become inevitable in India to take necessary remedies to prevent the deficit in the emergency resources. Why? Answer: exhaustible resources, conserve conventional resources, pollution, importance to hydroelectric power generation, lack of conventional sources, use of alternate local energy resources, educate them to minimal use of energy resources, producing energy from solid waste. Among that, if you have written any 4 points, it's a carries 2 marks for to prevent the remedies for deficit in energy resources. So let's move on to question number 23. The migration of rural people to cities can be avoided. How? Answer: providing education, training, health, hygiene facilities where they are settled, enhance their knowledge, skill and capability. In addition to agriculture, cattle rearing, fishery, silk industry, poultry should be promoted. Agriculture can become a profitable alternative occupation. And introduction Pura project, which was the concept of APJ Abdul Kalam. So these are the points migration of rural people to cities can be avoided. So let's move on to question number 24. So this was the last 2 mark question. How do the post offices help to save the money? Answer: so issuing of national saving certificates, postal saving bank, Kisan Vikas Patra, monthly recurring deposits, postal life insurance, pension payment, money transfer. So these are the points the post offices help to save the money. Okay, so let's move on to 4th main 3 mark questions. Answer the following questions in 6 sentences, points each. Total 9 3 mark questions, total 27 marks. Among that, question number 25. Question number 25, there will be an internal choice. Among that, choice number 1, how do the banks serve the customers? So banks serve to the customers like providing credit cards, personal loans, home and vehicle loans, mutual funds, business loans, safe deposit lockers, debit cards, trust services, signature guarantee. So with these points, banks serve to the consumers. Among that, internal choice number 2, which characteristics should a person possess to become an entrepreneur? So answer: creativity, dynamism, team building, problem solving, risk taking, commitment, innovation, leadership, achievement, motivation, goal orientation, decision making. So these are the characteristics of an entrepreneur. So let's move on to second question, 3-mark question. 3 mark. In that 26 there will be internal choice. So what were the effects of the Battle of Buxar on East India Company? So answer for this: Diwani rights over Bengal to the East India Company. Shah Alam II gave away all the rights over Bengal to the British for 26 lakhs. Shuj-ud-Dawla had to pay war indemnity of rupees 50 lakhs to company. Company took over the administration of Bengal. British became the real holders of Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Dual government was introduced. British protected their business interest. They have got political control over the places. So this was the question number 26 and internal choice number 2. How were the revolutionary methods different in the freedom struggle of India? So answer: dreamed of totally free India, believed that British could be thrown out of India by violent means, established secret organizations, collected money and arms, Anushilana Samiti and Abhinava Bharata organizations, used bombs and firearms, training the people to protest against British administration. So these are the methods used by revolutionaries in the freedom struggle of India. So let's move on to question number 27. In this, there will be a 2 choice questions. Internal choice among that choice number 1. The role of transportation in economic development is significant. How? Answer: provides goods and services to the place of requirement, helps agricultural development, helps industries, helps mining, helps afforestation, helps fisheries, helps dairy farming, connecting markets, helps rapid economic development, to transport defense forces. So these are the points highlighting the role of transportation in economic development. So let's move on to internal choice number 2. In India, localization of industries is influenced by many factors. How? So answer: many factors like raw materials, energy resources, market, infrastructure, transport facility, availability of labor, port facility, land availability, technology, government policies, suitable climate, capital, water. So these are the important factors which are influenced to localization of industries in India. So let's move on to question number 28. Explain the importance of public finance. So even question number 28 also it has internal choice. Among that, this is the first question. Answer for this: managed keeping in mind the progress of the nation, equally distribute natural wealth, labor, capital, investment, tries to maximize the production, ensure the equal distribution of income, tries people to live comfortably, nation's financial development, eradicate poverty, unemployment, regulate financial upheavals, financial stability. So these are the points explain the importance of public finance. So let's move on to choice number 2. Explain how the pre-harvest and post-harvest technologies brought a green revolution. So answer: pre-harvest technology, improved technology used in agricultural production, high-yielding grains, chemical fertilizers, pesticides, irrigation. And the post-harvest technology, improved technology used in procure, process and market agricultural products, agri-markets, warehouses, cold storage, processed manufacturing, a variety of products. So these are the methods which are using green harvest, green revolution, pre-harvest technology and post-harvest technologies. So let's move on to question number 29. Diwan K. Sheshadri Iyer played an important role in the development of Mysore. Justified. Knew the problems of the state, improved financial position of the state, started railway lines, started the civil service examinations, importance to irrigation, established Maharani's Girls High School, special attention for girls and rural education. So these are the important role which has undertaken by Diwan K. Sheshadri Iyer for the development of Mysore. So let's move on to question number 30. Anibescent gave a new vitality to activities of Theosophical Society. Justified. Answer. Started activities of Theosophical Society, aroused pride in Indian culture, attempted to establish equality, universal brotherhood, harmony in society, support to freedom struggle, New India newspaper, Home Rule movement, President of Congress session, Commonwealth newspaper. So these are the important highlighting points. Of Annie Besant played a vitality to activities through the Theosophical Society. So let's move on to question number 31. India has a better relationship with Russia from the beginning. Explain. With Russia, India maintained very good relationship. Also had good relationship with Soviet Union, Russia. Good cooperation in political economic fields. Condemned China's aggression. When China made aggression on India, condemned by Russia. Supported the Tashkent agreement between India and Pakistan. 20 years treaty of peace, friendship and cooperation. Support at Bhilai and Bokaro steel plants in India. Support to development of industry and commerce. Supporting India claim for permanent seat in UNO. So these are the important points to show India has a better relationship with Russia from the beginning. Let's move on to question number 32. Why is the problem of unemployment experienced in India? Answer. Overpopulation, mechanization, too much of division of labor, social inequality, insufficient capital, illiteracy, lack of occasional education. So these are the important points to highlighting the problems of unemployment experienced in India. So let's move on to question number 33. So this is the last 3-mark question. How are the evergreen forests different from desert forests? First, evergreen forests. Usually, evergreen forests are located more than 250 centimeter rainfall per annum and they located less than 900 meters altitude. They found in western part of Western Ghats, Assam, Meghalaya, Tripura, Manipur, Nagaland, Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands. And always they are green throughout the year. So this is one of the feature of evergreen forests. So let's move on to desert forests. Desert forests will found less than 50 centimeter rainfall per annum. Found in Rajasthan, Punjab, Haryana, Gujarat. Plants are deep rooted, consists thorny shrubs, cactus, varieties of xerophytes, such kind of vegetations found in desert forests. So here comes the 3-mark questions. It is come to an end. The difference between the evergreen forest and desert forests. So let's move on to 5th main 4-mark questions. Answer the following questions in about 8 sentences or points each. 4 questions, each one carries 4 marks, total 16 marks. Among that, 34 There will be an internal choice between the question number 34. Explain Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Answer. Protests against the Rowlatt Act at Amritsar. Dyer imposed military rule, banned all demonstrations. Protests were not aware of this ban. Around 20,000 protesters assembled against the Rowlatt Act. Without any warning, they attacked the protesters. In this incident, 379 people were died, thousands were injured. Government appointed a Hunter Commission for inquiry. So this was the incident of Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Explain the impact of British education in India. Developed modernity, secularism, democratic attitudes, rationality, nationalistic ideals. Support to local literature and languages, unity in thinking, periodicals started, critical opinions, social and religious reformation movements emerged. J.S. Mill, Rousseau, Montesquieu brought fresh thinking. Global freedom struggle influenced Indians. Indians could understand their rich tradition, created new generation. So these are the points to highlighting the impact of British education in India. So let's move on to second one, 4-mark question. The first war of Indian independence failed. Why? Answer. Did not spread the whole country. Intended to protect the interests of few. Not an organized struggle. It erupted due to certain unexpected reasons. Unity among the British sources, whereas lack of unity among the Indian soldiers. There is no proper direction. Lack of strategy, lack of effective leadership, lack of discipline. Many kings loyalty to British. Many kings they did not support the struggle. People lost the confidence due to arson and looting. So these are the reasons failure for the first war of Indian independence. Okay, let's move on to question number 36. 4-mark question. Status of women in India is improving nowadays. Justify. Started Women and Children Development Department, Women's Education, Prohibition of Child Marriage, Dowry Prohibition Act, Stree Shakti Program, Loan and Subsidies, Mahila Mandalas, Yuvati Mandalas, Stree Shakti Organizations, Self-Help Groups, Women Cooperative Societies, Women Commission, Reservation for Women. So these are the points to be highlighting the status of women in India is improving nowadays. So let's move on to last 4-mark question. Cyclones are hazardous. Justify. Cyclones are very destructive. Life of the people of cyclone hit areas get totally changed, cause a large scale deaths. Inland water bodies become salty. Crops get totally destroyed. Transport links get affected badly. Electricity supply affected. Daily life of the people affected. Suffer from infectious diseases, leading huge casualties. So these are the hazards of the cyclones. So thus the 4-mark question it is come to an end. So let's move on to the last main, that is a 6th main. Draw an outline map of India and mark the following. So places it has been mentioned, among that you have to mark on map of India. 23.5 degree north latitude, here is the marking of 23.5 degree north latitude. So second one, river Narmada, here it is the flow of river Narmada. Option C, Vishakhapatnam, that is in Andhra Pradesh. Amritsar, that is in Punjab, Amritsar. So these are the location of the map, and to draw 1 mark, total 5 marks. So this is about Social Science 2023 and 24, March, April 2023-24, Examination 1. In that, department has released the model key answers with analysis we have discussed. In case if you have any doubts related to these answers, you can comment in the comment box. I will try to solve your doubts. I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching our channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.